Shock and horror, back with the finale of Metroid Zero Mission. Now we have the best remix in the game. And we're also overpowered. Sort of. And then the remix is killed. Yeah, I was trying to remember where to go. And you need to use that. Blow up the floor with missiles, that is. Super missile tanker cleared. Now this part is mean because you have to get to all the stuff in the game. You're going to have to be able to carry a Shine Spark charge all the way up these little slopes. In fact, that's why there's slopes there. It's to help you maintain them. And these little blocks here are for a screw attack. But I'm trying to find a way to get through this stuff without the screw attack. Because I'm proving that you can beat the game without it. And I believe that's the last spot you actually need to carry the Shine Spark to. You just Shine Spark to the right and you'll fly for a long time. And eventually come to some secret cave place. We just sliced through everything like butter. And this might be the only time some of you have ever seen this part of the game without the wave beam. Because your shots with the wave beam are like all powerful. Because they can phase through things and you shoot out 2 plasma beam shots. What's nice about these stations is they also refill ammo. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, we also have the infamous shoulder pads now, which you don't have in the game until this point. So now Samus can play football safely. Suffer the pains of contact damage, fiends. And I blow right through. And the little snot shot me before I could activate Shine Spark. I'm specifically on my way to kill her after those shenanigans. Yeah, I hope I don't get copyright flag for having all this stuff. That's why I wanted to get permission for things, because I hate copyright flags. It's just like, dude, I'm not making money off of it, I'm not even claiming it as my own. But Nintendo apparently has stopped those things sometime last year, I think. And apparently it was just some sort of strange hiccup or something like that. And they profusely apologize because they do know how important the Let's Plays and stuff are. Or at least videos talking about their stuff. Because, you know, free advertisement. I'm not sure if you can actually get this game right now. You know, I got this way back in like, I don't know, 2004, 2005. It's quite many years ago. All I remember it was in a Walmart clearance, not even a bin, just sort of like a shelf that they threw things on that they just wanted to get rid of, and it was like, hey, this game, it is pretty sweet. Because I got to, a friend of mine had the game, and so I played it, and I got it. Now, in these days and stuff, and it was an excellent 20 or 15 bucks, however much I spent. Because this game is awesome. And now you can get original Metroid on both 3DS and the Wii U. I hope to have a 3DS soon. It pains me to not have the games and stuff. Oh well. I do hope to have a job after the school year though. Use missiles to knock those guys around. Don't waste your super missiles though, because, well, it's a waste. We still can't open yellow doors because we haven't gotten the final and most useless item in the game yet. All this would be a lot easier to get rid of if I had the wave beam. But the time you save not getting the wave beam can easily make up for well, not having it. If you're good, that is. I am not incredibly that great, but I'm good enough, I believe. I mean, I can play this run. My question is why the plasma beam isn't this powerful inside Metroid Prime. Why can't I cut through those guys like butter? And there's that snot who took off with our power bomb. You can't use them? They're mine. And I always have troubles getting this power bomb. Well, without setting off the alarms, that is. Yeah, basically just using missiles. Just use... hold the missile button while you're in Morphball form, and that's how you activate the power bombs. Here's the last save point. Now, the power bombs really have no real application. They're, well, for fighting anything, really. I mean, I believe it can take down the red mooks, but the black ones it doesn't do anything to. The final boss it doesn't do anything to. It's nothing more. You can fight with it. And the only thing power bombs are required to get are more power bombs. So essentially it's nothing more than a final boss key. And if you want to backtrack and get a few power bomb tanks you weren't allowed to until then. There you go. Though, in other applications, you can use them to search for secret items because they're good at clearing the screen of blocks. So that's about the best application you're going to really get out of them. But you get it here at the very end of the game, which means you're going to have to backtrack everywhere from. But there are a few missile tanks you're going to need to backtrack for anyway because they require the use of the gravity suit. Which is baloney. Here we have Robo Riddler, which is basically a robotic version of the Ridster. You know, that we fought all the way back at the beginning of the game. Now, he's not very tough here, but there is a point to 100%ing the game though, because if you get everything, he becomes literally 3 times stronger. He does 3 times as much damage, he has 3 times as much health. Yeah, but otherwise, he's pathetic. He's going to be a nightmare on hard mode though. It's because I believe he can take you out in either 2 or 3 hits. I think he was able to take out 4 E-tanks in a single swipe on hard mode if you 100% things. And our second escape sequence. While the power bombs are going down, they're shaking everything so violently that you're not able to grab onto things often. This escape sequence is significantly harder to escape from in the mothership. If you notice, there was a space pirate hiding inside of the locked door that got blown up. Just letting that find a reason. Yes, I know that's not how the song is going. And there's a spot that requires you to shine spark or speed boost, whatever you want to call it. And just shoot R2 over there and then easy as cheesecake. These droids are going to be a nightmare for those who don't know how to properly shoot them with missiles. And sometimes they just sort of stand up right next to them and just have their gun sticking inside their head and make the missiles just plink off of them. And that's not how you do it. And I'm getting dangerously low on HP. Thankfully that little orb guy gives HP. There, this is me trying to blow these guys up, but they blow me up instead. So here I beat him, and victory. I just love how you can rapidly shoot beams in this game. So yeah, this time, with feeling and less sucking. So question though, why are these space pirates so desperate to get rid of me when, you know, the ship's going to explode on them? I guess because they're like clone soldiers or something. I'm not sure. Either way, they're pretty useless clone soldiers. I mean, just lobstermen. My attacks obliterate them with relative ease. Super Metroid, they get progressively stronger as you go through the game, though. Because you see them around all over the place. When you start off pretty weak, you're able to just pew them with your laser blaster, I believe. But then they become immune to that. Then you have to pew them with missiles. And then they just basically they learn to beat you, essentially. Until you get the plasma beam, in which it beats them all, really. Tears them all to shreds. Except for the golden space pirates, but those are special. Still power bombs, no hurt. And so I just rapidly blast these guys. And wait for the door to open. And the surprise space pirates was in there. And here we are, escaping in a horseshoe crab pod, shooting out of the mouth of the whale ship. Silly space pirate. Get your own space horseshoe crab. Seriously, why are they all themed after, like, sea stuff? Meowskivich. Mission accomplished. Samus has won. That's Metroid Zero Mission. Got your staff credits here. For one, credits myself. Sorry if I come off as a little for this video. I get more into it if I'm actually recording the thing live, but it's not really possible without the actual computer games, you know? Because I have to record these on a console, onto a disc, and then talk about them after I've already done everything. Things aren't going to really be that much surprise for me. That's why I'm not really a big fan of folks' commentary. Sorry, folks. Nate Bildorf in Bildorf, Trinity. Jeff Miller, Leslie Swan. I hear Leslie Swan quite a bit in these games. Kurosawa, Mike Fukuda, Tatsumi Kimishima, Iwata Satoru. The key to pronouncing their names is to mix a little L with the R. There's a That's apparently how it's said in Japan. Is that the R and L's are kind of the same letter. But I'm not even sure how translation really works for sure. All I know is that's how it is because my Saint Tenchi, who you will see inside of one of these plays, he studies Japanese at college. And naked Samus with blue skin and red splotches. Clear time, new record. Rate for collecting items is 15%. See you next mission. Yep, see you folks next time for the past, I guess. Goodbye.